Good morrow, Romeo. I bid thee welcome to this sanctum of solace. Pray, tell me what ailment of the heart leads thee to seek my counsel this day.
O kind and sagacious Lovewise, I find myself ensnared in love's cruel labyrinth once more. Fair Juliet's visage haunts my every waking thought, and the night brings no respite, for it teems with dreams of her embrace.
Ah, the heady intoxication of love's first bloom. Yet let us navigate these turbulent tides with a steady hand. Perchance, could we discuss how this affection affects thy day-to-day travail?
Aye, verily, for love doth make a popinjay of me. I am but a slave to her smiles, a puppet dancing to the melody of her laughter. How can one such as I attend to mundane tasks when Cupid has landed his cruel arrow so deep within my breast?
Truly, Cupid's aim is unerring. Yet even love, as potent a potion as it is, must not become the master of us. Dost thou engage in activities that bring thee joy, independent of thy beloved?
What joy could compare, wise Lovewise, to the rapture of her company? Yet in her absence I don the mantle of sorrow like a cloak and recite her name to the uncaring wind.
'Tis a heavy cloak to bear indeed. However, a touch of diversification of affections might render thee less adrift. Hast thou tried involving thyself in a venture or pastime, a hobby to lighten thy spirit?
Thou suggestest that I seek solace in trivial pursuits, whilst my soul doth yearn only for Juliet? What jest is this?
No jest, good sir, but a quest for balance. For love that tilts too far leads to topple, not to tower.
Balance, sayest thou. My heart knows not this balance of which you speak. It knows only the absolute ascendancy of love's tyrannical reign.
Ah, but consider this, sweet Romeo. A kingdom wherein only one ruler resides, lacks counsel, and oft falls to folly. So too must one's heart be populous with divers passions.
Thou art deft in thy speech, Lovewise, twisting my plight into a counsel of emotions. But hark, even if I deemed to entertain thy suggestion, wherefore should my heart's senate convene?
Wherefore, you ask, in activities of thine own pleasure, mayhap a sport, or art, or the sweet strains of music. Aught that can make one's heart sing with mirth as well as with love.
Thou speakest with such conviction, it gives me pause. Perchance dalliance with the lute, would that suffice to distract me from thoughts of my one true love?
A dalliance with the lute sounds a harmonious respite. Strum the strings of joy as well as those of heartache. What say you to testing this theory ere our next meeting?
I shall endeavor to do so, though thy task is Herculean. But lo, here another quandary. What if Juliet perceives my lute strumming not as a sign of robust spirit, but as neglect of our love?
Fair Romeo, 'tis not neglect to nourish oneself. For a garden untended cannot hope to yield the sweetest fruit. Tend to thyself, and show Juliet the garden in its best bloom.
Such wisdom, Dr. Lovewise. Very well, I shall take up my lute, and Juliet shall see a man full-rounded, not just a lover, but a bard, an athlete, a Renaissance man, if you will.
'Tis a splendid vision, and therefore let us adjourn with it in mind. Take this week to pluck thy lute and twine new garlands of self-care.
But soft, shall this distract my heart from its truest course? I fear—
Fear not, for on this cliff we shall pause and regather hereafter. Until the morrow, dear Romeo.
As fate wills it, until then, I am, as ever, your most dramatic and love-struck client. Fare thee well.
Fare thee well, Romeo, and remember, love and life are but partners in dance, not to overshadow, but to entwine in harmony. Until next time.